And that brought me to the one point we won't have to talk about anymore. That's Joe Scally, former NYCFC player, seems to have secured himself a everyday starting spot at Gladbach in the back. And Gladbach 2, excuse me. Let me go very clear. Not Gladbach, not Monchengladbach, Bundesliga team, but Gladbach. And that's a step for him. And I frankly didn't ever see him as a more of a talent than James Sands, but Scally's getting the shot and he's jumping right into it. So he just got there. So it's nice to see him jump straight into the starting lineup for them.
That's good.
You have any more?
Simple one left is it's nice to see McKennie getting back on the field after his COVID violations, throwing that party. I mean, he's got to go to that neighbor man and say, hey, I know we mentioned this before, but snitches get stitches, bitch. But no, he's back. He got 21 minutes against Napoli, 20 minutes against Genoa. Let me rephrase that. And what's great about that is his goal happened seconds upon entering.
Yeah,
and it was nice.
I mean, the goal was really funny because he gets the ball.
He almost gave up on it too. He's like, "Oh, I'm offside." Oh no, I'm not.
He spent more time looking at the side refs to see whether or not he was offsides or not than he spent paying attention to the ball. But once he did, he's like, okay, well, fuck it. And he just kept going, and it was a beautiful goal.
Oh, yeah.
So poised, so calm. Like, no big deal. I got one guy to beat.
It's really begging the question, where does he fit in Juve's squad? Like, what spot? I mean, he could play that central mid position and distribute the ball nicely. He can play that off the opposite of basic names here, but outside, more of an outside striker to an extent, but not necessarily. He would play as a winger, but with limited to no defensive responsibilities. Chiesa, there we go.
Yeah,
opposite of Chiesa. But I mean, I guess that maybe that's probably the best thing for him is that he's so versatile that he can play multiple roles and multiple functions within those roles.
Yeah, I mean, his diversity's great. They seem to want him to get forward, which I think is great. Yeah. And, that's something Greg's got to kind of keep in his mind. Like, this is maybe the one guy I want to give the freedom to going forward. He seems to, fit into that role perfectly. And then you have sort of Musa as the more box-to-box, and you have Adams as the holding. It's good. I think it's just sort of clarifying how talented this kid is. He's scoring goals. Like, it's ridiculous. Midfielder really shouldn't be scoring so many goals.
But he's what, like third or fourth highest goal scorer for Juve right now, somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't taken a look recently, but I mean, absolutely for the U.S. national team, he's the guy that I want crashing that box when those balls are coming across. I want him all and around it.
A dude can head balls in.
Yeah.
He can sidekick shit in. Like, he will make it happen. I just hope he makes it happen for us as well.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, because he's doing it for Juve right now, and I do see him probably shifting back into the starting lineup next weekend. We'll see. I don't know who they play, and it usually depends on who they play. Whether a more defensive player who can clog the lanes and give you high energy. I don't know if you have their schedule, but if it's like Inter or somebody really good, he'll start. If it's, some crappy team at the bottom of the table, he might not, because they're going to, kind of
they're
wait for him.
Atalanta.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, Atalanta is very much more offensive minded, so maybe you do want to have a presence on the field that's pressuring the attack and making sure that they, get rid of the ball quicker, which can cause problems, which is one of the big things he brings to the team, is his level of energy of pressuring the ball.
Yeah.
Whereas Juve tends to be more methodical when it comes to defense. McKennie tends to charge head first, to things. And it works because it forces the opposing players to force a pass that they may not necessarily want to make, and usually it allows the remaining Juve team to step in to collect the ball.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, just a last topic. I'm going to bundle them all into one, which is Novakovic seems to have maybe lost his starting spot with Frosinone because they've been going nowhere but backwards for the last handful of games. They were at one point in the promotion zone. They are out of the promotion zone, and they continue to drop like a rock. So the manager's trying something new. Ethan Horvath still hasn't played a game for Club Brugge in like forever. What is he doing there? Get out of Club Brugge. Stop waiting. Start making plans. Get your agent on the phone now with somebody, Ethan. This is just, it's horrible for you. This is horrible for your career. Anyhow, won't pontificate on that any longer. But and Jordan Siabatu got another rare start for young boys. He doesn't start often, but he did start this one. He didn't score, which is rare. When he starts, he scores. So, but it's good just to see him continue to get playing time. And I'm sure he's talking to his agent about maybe getting out of Rennes after this loan is over and finding a new team that he can play for in France or somewhere else. So we'll see about that. Any final thoughts?
I think we covered a hodgepodge of everything there.
Jesus, I know that really was a lightning round, but it was the longest.
It wasn't, and it was no.
It was more like a thunder and lightning round. There's a lot of loud rumbling, and it went on for a long time, and then you finally saw the lightning bolt.
Final thoughts, really. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give us the thumbs up, and then also comment. Derek and I love to comment back and converse with people. Yeah,
I mean, we're on Twitter. Find us. Sign up. We're at _card. Is that it, Brett?
Straight red. _red.
_red. You can tell who's 50 on this team. Me. I'm the old man in this.
Make sure you do the tweeting.
Yeah, I haven't tweeted for 10 years. So, all right, I'll have to work on that. By the way, yeah, if you get a reply from the Straight Red Card on Twitter, that's not me. That's Brett. So whatever. That's all Brett. He's going to take full responsibility for whatever is said there.
Yep.
But I trust Brett usually. Yeah. So 99%. But
usually when I'm tweeting, I'm not 3 beers into like the podcast. So
good. Nice. When I reply on Facebook, I'm usually drunk as shit. So.
Well, I'm usually tweeting during office hours. So.
Okay.
Can't necessarily. It's frowned upon if you drink at work.
Really? Yeah. Probably true. Yeah, I was going to say something, but I thought, you know what? That's going to get me in trouble. So I'm not going to say that. All right. Until the next time on the Straight Red Card, if you haven't started your cocktail hour, now is the time, and we will see you, the next time. Goodbye.